What's up, everybody, and welcome back. We have left off on our first episode right behind that counter. I literally haven't done it. I saved and exit out of the game, and it's now the next day for me. You guys seem to have enjoyed the first episode, which is great. I'm glad you guys are liking it. I do really like this game. I love these types of games. This one I feel like is just on the edge of just like a little like rough, you know, like the people are kind of, I don't know, they look like they're from a pack of free people that you bought, which is something I would have done. But everything else, I don't know, it's fun. I like it a lot. I think it's very simple. I think that the whole kind of satisfactory sort of gameplay is definitely something up my alley. I would like more depth to it, but I'm okay with where it's at right now. But that's neither here nor there. There was an update or two, actually, since the last time I played. But I don't think that it was anything... Sorry, oh shit, that's right, I don't got an automatic. I was like, what do you mean ding dong? Like, buy the stuff and leave. Nope, ding dong, because I still need to do this. That's right. We have a carpenter quest. Okay, so iron. So that one's easy. Let's do that one before we do the potion, because that's barely gonna add anything to our setup here. Although we will need wood for the furnace. So we could take some of that wood from here. So we can set up the iron things this way, so they can hit we're gonna deliver nails. That could take one of those paths, and then maybe we can buy another building to do the potions. I think. What time is it? 15 o'clock. I'll probably shut the store down after today, because I don't want to have to keep running back here to check people out. Although, I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe we'll just let it ride. Okay, so for this we need to research it first. So we're gonna need the stone furnace, the iron smelter. We're going to need nails, and then that's going to give us access to lab stands, which are very, very helpful. In fact, lab stands is like something I underutilized before, and something that I need to use more of. Ooh, also this workbench is another thing that's big, because that'll increase our inventory size. So we'll get that right after this. I haven't used the trash bucket in any sort of serious capacity, but there is moments where like I had an extra or excess of one material, but I needed to make it because it was giving me another one, because it was something where it's like one material gave you two outputs sort of thing, and you're like, well, what do I do with the output? I could have just deleted it, I guess, but I ended up just testing out the trash barrel. You can actually just have a conveyor belt like off of a table and just like put the bucket below and it just have it fall into it, which is kind of cool. Not a mechanic that I knew of until I saw it in the menu. But okay, so we have all that stuff. So what we're gonna do is, I think I'm gonna pull it off of this line, the wood from this line, to help supplement, because this is just doing small gears. Eventually this will be backed up, and we won't need high capacity of this stuff. And that'll keep our wood here on this side. Sorry. I was just thinking about wood. You know how it is. There you go. How are we doing on storage here? Okay, so there's still a lot of small gears to go. We're also gonna need way more rope than this being made. in the somewhat near future, because when we get to making wooden pulleys, it's also going to need rope and lumber, and so we need to get more flax for that. So the goal, I think, is to have like basically a large plot of these plants going at a time. That way there's always one growing when we pull one, and then like it's always ready for us for when we need to throw in. Like we're getting pretty close to where we need to add that in there. Come on, come get your mortar and gears. We're gonna be closed tomorrow. We're gonna be closed tomorrow. All right. Small wooden gear is really good. I'll buy 23 of them. I love small wooden gears. What is that guy gonna do with them? You gonna build a clock? Oh shit, where do you come from? I feel like you need to wash your hair, lady. You gonna build yourself a shower with some... Oh, okay. A couple of gears and just rope makes me nervous. I'm sorry. Your hair looks great, and I'm sure you're having a great time, and you have a great life. Anyways, right. So now that we can build... Oh wait, have I researched it yet? Yes. Where are they? Lab stands. So there's two different types. There's a wider one that's 1 or 2 high like that, which is great. You can put that over conveyor belts to give yourself more building room. And then there's lab stands, which are just the single ones that also are 1 or 2 high. If you switch the form of them. Rotating does nothing really, it's just aesthetic. But you could build that over belts like that and have multiple belts share the same vertical space. There's no iron nails. Oh shit, that's right. See, I have iron nails in my inventory now as a good, and I'm not making them, and they're already mad. So what we're gonna do is that I think now we can shut down. It's late enough in the day. That way we're not gonna lose rep. Although, again, not that big of a deal. We have 4 of the 5 goods that we can build right now. We can keep going. It's just I don't like having to run back and checking them out every time, right? So this gives us time to set up our nails and not worry too much about that. So what we're gonna do is turn it this way, I think, because ooh, does this come with charcoal? I don't think so. That comes with the crucible. Darn. Okay, so we can't do charcoal yet, but we need to leave room for that because we want to do that later on. So right now we're just going to feed raw wood into this thing. Which I'm not too happy about, but that's okay. We're going to, I guess, siphon it off of this line. Right here. And we do not have nails yet, so I wonder if we can make it over this. We cannot. Okay. What if I do, like, the big guy? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right. So that'll work for now. Once we get lab stands, we'll make that a little bit nicer, but we got a little peak that we're going to have to jump over. Let's get some more wood. And so that's going to continuously go in there forever. Like, even if there's nothing in here, it just burns slower, but it'll always burn. So that's the part that's kind of lame about that. So why don't we do this? That way both of those are helping feed that line. Because both of these, I think, are already oversaturated. So I think it's okay. Yeah, we have plenty of planks on us, so. All right, so the reason that we need one of these is because the iron smelter needs to be on a furnace or smelter, whatever this is called, stone furnace. It cannot be on something that's not one of those. So you have to build it on here. So thankfully I don't think that there's a change form on this. No. So there's a entry through the top and exit through the bottom. So that'll tie in nicely to our belts right here. So we need to... Do we want to do wooden boxes or should we just bring it down? I think we should just bring it down to the ground. Just like that. This top one, however, we're probably going to need to... I don't think that we're ever going to need to have a continuous input here, like with a chest and stuff, because it does last a long time, the iron ore, when you put it in here. It works much like how rocks, and which we need more of. Fuck. Got the wrong thing. So we need to build nails, which is iron bars in a processor. So we're going to get iron bars out of that. We need a processor for nails. So we can make 15 bars a minute with this one guy. So I think that's going to be more than enough for us. We can just immediately do that. We do nails, 7.5. Okay, so we could do 2 of these. Although we do need iron bars for our own sake, for our own building. So we'll just do 1 of these. Because we're going to get a lot of nails out of it. And then the other one is going to be iron bars that we save for us. So we could... Should we run another belt out here? That where we're picking up our green boxes from this side. Everything comes over to here. Because that's how I started setting it up before. And I've kind of grown to like it. So I think that is what we'll do. And then we can get away with doing... just 2. Yeah, 2 little short guys here. Not that it necessarily matters, but... So that'll be for our iron bars. And then this will be for nails, which will take that route there, because that's going to go into the store. Or probably just this shelf, because... Maybe 2, because the nails, they look small, but they only go 1 high. And we technically have the shelf space right now, so later on we can lower that if we need to. So that's right, we need to move our chest back here, our buffers. Don't need to go that far. I think, honestly, probably stop right there. Do that one and this one. So we'll have 2 things of nails. And now we just got to feed this thing with iron ore. And that it's just that easy. Like that's our nail setup right there. Down the road, once we obviously have enough iron bars going, or if we wanted to like double up on the furnace here, we can, but I think legitimately this will be plenty. And for any recipes that need nails and stuff, like we're just going to have to build out a system again for them, because something I've realized is that you can't piggyback off of one system, it feels like, for the whole time, because like I'm just gonna have to keep expanding the ropes for like every other recipe that's gonna need ropes, or I just build another small rope set up there, which will eventually have automated seeds. You know what I mean? Ooh, we are low on money because I used it all accidentally on iron. Whoops. So now that we got nails set up though, people are expecting nails. We can reopen. Random quest is 60 bars and that. Okay, so we have some nails coming in already, which is great. That'll hopefully... Boy, words are not mine today, guys. Satisfy them. I hope my nails satisfy you, gentlemen. There you go. So we need to build up more money because we're gonna have to buy more seeds to start making the potions. Oh, we used a lot on researching stuff too. Because as soon as we research this, they're gonna want potions in the store. And this is already gonna require more flax because it needs this item, flax fiber. You can see in the recipe there. And sage are the 2 items it needs. So we need more flax fiber. But then again, you know what? I think we could probably run the store without potions being in it for a while. Regardless of our reputation hit with now that we have nails in the store, I think that'll carry us for a while because people pay a lot more for nails. So, and our register is 4, I think. Yeah, as soon as we hit tier 4, so as soon as we finish this main quest, we'll be on tier 4 and we'll get our auto register. And then we don't even need to come into the store anymore and we can just let it ride. And we can purely focus on the things that are happening out here. Right. Beautiful. So we definitely don't need this much iron. Like, because this is all going to buffer, right? So what we could do is just use a catapult to remove a lot of this conveyor. And I'm hoping that maybe we can, like, go that far. We need 4 nails. I know, I'll be there in a second. Okay, too far. Hi there. Enjoy the nails. So that's too far. I'm actually kind of looking forward to having cannons because apparently the distance is much farther on cannons. Alright, great. So we can get rid of a lot of this conveyor here. So I need X. That's perfect. Because, like, I love mortar. See, that's as much nails fits in a thing. So we should already be getting, yeah, some nail in the system, which is great, because we're going to start needing a lot of nails for the newer recipes that have, like, metal stuff on them. Okay. Come on. Hurry it up, bud. Rope? Come on. Okay, maybe don't hurry it up. We could also do the catapult thing too for the wood, I guess. But the catapult's kind of slow where it's at in the current stage. It probably could keep up with that. 2 definitely could. But, you know, conveyor belts are cheap. You know, and it's not that big of a deal. It's especially for wood, because we're gonna have so much wood anyway, so it's like I don't mind saturating the belt. It's just keeping on top of the actual logs right now, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But I want to leave like a line here. I guess we could build it vertical for like the purchasing portals so we can drop money into it. But that's down the road. How are we doing on rope? Okay, we got plenty of extra back there. How you doing, Geralt? It's weird that like so many of them seem to be like adventurers. Like, why is this guy walking around with a scythe? I mean, he's got a basket on his back, so he's probably like a someone who works with like herbs, you know, out in the forest, chopping stuff up, throwing them in his backpack. It'd be cool to like set up a trade station. Like that guy could come over and he can drop off like flax and just put it where I want him to put it. That'd be sick. You know, and then I would just pay him maybe like under market, because it's not instant. It's not like on demand. So I don't pay like a surcharge for like it always being available. That'd be kind of cool. Sorry, I didn't see ya. $10. Okay. So let's grab just some nails for us to have. Just some nails for us, you know, carrying around nails. And let's research healing potion. Ooh, yeah, what does it take to make that workbench? Oop. Keep opening the wrong menu. 20 nails. Okay. This doesn't need to go anywhere special, so we can keep it in here. So inventory is going to require 50 linen. Potion belt. I think this lowers the time that we need to sleep. Yeah. Because right now I think we take 8 hours every day to sleep, but this will take it down to like 6 and 4 and 2. Building tools is huge because that'll let us move door or the walls and stuff. So that's pretty easy to get. Gloves, restocking speed, not huge. So building tool I'd like right now. Because if we could start knocking out the walls and stuff like that, that'll be helpful. Do that. Get a couple extra nails. And we'll build ourselves a new hammer. So now we should be able to... Why is there 3 hoppers here? Or elevators? Can we not do that yet? Just platforms and stairs? Dang it. I thought that also gave us the ability to remove the walls. Oh, I guess this one would be it because it's walls. Damn it. That's way more expensive. Bricks and clay. I do not like making clay. Clay is... I don't know what it is. Clay just doesn't work out for me, you know? Also, didn't I put some, like, candles around? Apparently not. Does that block you at all? No? Okay. Nails. There we go. Just a little bit nicer for the customers, you know? Not that it really matters, because they'll come in here even if it's pitch black, but okay, so potions. Potions is going to require 2 different plants. So I'm thinking that we probably use this section here for our potions. And then maybe we can use this last line here to stock them. Because we need to build a potion cabinet, which we don't have yet. But we will. Oh yeah, notice board. This is one thing that's new. Freely editable notice board that can be switched to a wall-mounted form. So I guess that's just for us. I doubt we could like write anything on here that helps with like sales, you know? Damn. I was kind of hoping... Oh, there we go. Free knuckle sandwich with every nail purchase. Sir, you forgot your knuckle sandwich? Whatever. Like I care. Alright, so we could get some money through here. Metal storage box and beam. Not huge on either one of those things. I used the beam one time. The metal storage box is actually kind of nice. It's a bigger storage capacity and it's like double the height. So it's like one of these but a big square. Which could be nice, but I don't think that we need it right now. So potions. Come on, we gotta stay on track. So we need flax. So we're gonna need more flax, but we just need to throw them through a grinder like this. Matter of fact, why don't we go buy some flax and sage? Am I missing two? Two or... yeah, I think two. Buy 6 sage as well. And we'll build more of these. Did I buy 6? Not 8? That's okay. So flax seeds. And then sage. Sage takes a lot longer to grow, but you don't need as much of it as you do flax. So we're getting kind of low on this, so. Hello. There's your nails and your knuckle sandwich will be in the mail. Kind of run around like a chicken with the head cut off, but you know, it is what it is right now. That's what we got to do until we get our cashier, and then we no longer have to like run around like that. We can just focus on building things. Okay, so flax and sage. We're gonna need to process the flax much like this. So what we're gonna do is probably. Do we want to? How do I want to do this? It needs to be its own output because one of these is enough output to saturate the 3 grinders, because these can do 30 each, which is why we burn through this so fast. But you kind of need it to make rope. Rope, I feel like there's a lot of time to make this stuff and to yeah, you'd think too. Like, I don't know, maybe it's my conveyor belt speed, because my conveyor belt speed needs to be a little bit faster to pull it out faster. I think that would actually help. Which ooh, we might have a research point or a upgrade point, so maybe like a quick upgrade to that will help. Yeah, we do. We have 2 points. Okay, so I already got... No, I didn't. Okay. So if we do one of those, and we just confirm that, that's going to push more flax out into these. It almost keeps up. It doesn't, the processing speed is too fast. So I guess 2 of those upgrades would probably be enough. Like, how important is conveyor belt speed? I guess it would be important if we're putting stuff, or if we're outputting. Sorry, I'm thinking about this like through my head now to try to like make sense of it. But like the faster the conveyor belt speed, the faster we can pull out of these boxes, right? Or if we flip this on its side, I feel like I haven't had good luck with this thing being on its side. So we don't want, yeah, because we don't want that belt to interfere with it. So if we... Hold on. Okay, see, now we're getting back up. Ooh, this is always going now. Okay, so maybe that just needs to be how I do these things, is that like we need to have them as a 2 output, and then there's a combination in the middle there for whenever one is ready. There, and then you go, oof, not gonna work here. So you just feed those 2. And you can help feed the middle one. I think that's how it should go. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the store. Basically what I'm getting at is I think I need a lot more flax. Damn, okay, yeah, our rep is at 99. So it'll probably rarely ever hit 100 because we don't have potions in there yet, but yeah, you're already out. But, I mean, we probably don't need 2 rope things going now, right? I think we could probably get away with just doing 1 because we're backing up. So we probably don't need this much flax going here anymore. We can use some of this flax for the healing potion. Now that we have like a stockpile set up, it should be able to keep up with demand. Because people aren't buying like 20 things of rope. Okay, they're only buying a couple. So we'll just let this run its course, and then I'll probably get rid of this second line here for the potions. Yeah, actually, we could just do this. And just let that keep going. And in fact, we could probably just get rid of this now. And then immediately start using this for potion use. Hello! Yeah, I think they only bought like 1 rope. That's all, right? People love nails. Gonna grind up nails? What are you gonna do with that? Come on, hurry it up. I have things to look at. Hi. Perfect. Thank you. You know what? You're perfect. Come back here. I'll give you a free knuckle sandwich. Their loss. So where do we want to put our other one? I think honestly, like fuel efficiency just seems so good to me. Like 10% seems like it'd be really good. I mean, it's either that or more factory efficiency, but that's going to increase our heat consuming speed. So I think that like this, because like it's so hard to keep up with the furnaces. Granted, it's pretty cheap because at the end of the day, it would just be wood, right? So the heat value of wood, of planks, is I think 20p? 22p. Okay, so that's with the increase, our 10%. Because they were 20. So the 10% gets added to the heat value. Okay. So that means coal is now going to be 44p, and ground up, or sorry, charcoal will be 44 because it's normally 40. And charcoal, ground up charcoal, which was I think 48, is now going to be whatever 10% more of that would be. What was that, like 50? Come on, Dwight, we got this. Oh, like 56 6, 7-ish? 6, 7? Huh? Does that appeal? Does that get me a million views on YouTube these days? Saying dumb stuff like that? No, I gotta say other dumb stuff. Okay, so this is ready for potions, right? We just gotta put our flax here, right? No, not green. You are inputs. Damn. It's like I turn away for like 1 second and then there's like 6 people in the store. Oh, it's the same on both sides. Interesting. Yeah, so he bought like 8 rope? Yeah. That's not bad. That's a heavy order, I think, for rope. And I think one thing should be able to keep up with that. Especially again, if like if we're ever falling behind on anything, we just shut the store down for a day, let it rebuild its stock, and reopen it. Okay, so flax. See that we already got flax grown. Ooh. Before the day's over, I want to plant more of it. Can we get 8? 8. Inventory's full. Darn it. Hello? Drive by. There you go. Hup. Coming back. Okay. So then, what do we got to do with the sage? I think that just goes into a grinder. Yeah. So sage into a grinder makes sage powder. So just another one of these setups, which I guess we could probably narrow that down by having it go vertical instead. So if we got rid of all this, confirm, and instead we, okay, we'll do, oh, I didn't know I could push them. Hi, sorry, I was in the back factoring. This is awful. Okay. You know what? I think we're just gonna put on our own music. All right. You know what'd be good? Valheim music. That'd be a good one. All right. So that's flax that's in there. So let's put this away so we can pick that up. So we need 3 grinders for both, right? So we can do that, and then this one, and then that one. That way they can both feed each other. See, our reputation's really not taking a big hit, even though technically under our goods tab we have potions, so people are going to want potions. We have almost everything that we can make in the store anyways, so they're happy. Okay, and then we need I think an assembler. So let's just do that. Oops. And you're gonna go into that. And you are gonna go into that. And you're gonna make potions. So each require 90 a minute. So this setup should keep up with that. Although we may need to do like a combined belt thing like we did on this side. Because I don't think... Well, I don't know. If each belt is constantly full going in, that should be enough, right? So there's our potions. Which... Oh, well, I got nails and stuff now. Oh, we're out of iron and we're out of wood. So let's get like 2 iron so we can get 6 wood. Keep that going, and then ooh, nails are popular right now. So we've made 14 grand that day and we spent 13. Yikes. Okay. Let's see. What's this looking like? Okay, we're running low on rocks. Ooh, our plants are done. Oh yeah, because we just slept. Okay. So now I think this will be our primary flax, and then extra goes over there. Right? So health potions are not bad. They're easy enough to make. We need, for us to sell them, we need the health potion thing, which I think means that we need to do the blacksmith or carpenter quest. So we need more nails for that. So for us to do that, we could just simply do that for now. That way we're only filling one shelf full of nails. Ooh, potion shelf. There it is. Sorry. That's where it's at. Okay, and then bandage is another, I think linen as well. I think those are 2 goods as well. So I don't want to unlock those just yet. We will need them, but not for a minute. Because I don't think anything's really going to need us to have those resources for a while. We're going to check. I know. Potion shelf. So our potion shelf is going to go here, right? And I think it's probably going to be better to have the potion box buffer here. That way we can have our line of catapults there. Yeah. Okay, because there's got to be one for each one of these shelves, which is unfortunate. So I'm hoping we can just do... We need rope. This one. That one. This one. That one. And then we'll do our lab shelves to clean up this section. Although we don't have a whole lot of nails. We have 40. 40 might be enough. There we go. Okay. So let's get rid of that. And we're going to use our lab shelves. A little smaller. And truthfully, we can just keep going into this thing. Although, that's going to use a lot of nails, so let's not do that. How about we just do it like a couple more to have this side open. Yeah. Hold on. Shit. Okay. Sorry. Oh, shit. Like rush hour over here. Guys, you don't understand. I'm not cooking anything right now. There we go. Jump over the counter. Hi. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I was right behind you, man. You don't gotta You don't got ding dong all the time. Okay. So now we can just do this, and it just looks a little bit nicer. Like you could just. But in my head, that looks nicer. You know? Hello. Actually, wait, before we sell, get rid of that conveyor so it just puts it into the chest. I want 100 to get into tier 4 so we can get that cash register, because that's gonna help us out immensely. So I want that 100 potions first. We won't go on both. So we're gonna fill this one first. You get the extra. And then that should be, yeah, there's more than enough in there now. Yep, come in, turn around. Never mind, I was gonna go across the street, but I decided not to. Oh, there's 3 of you. There you go. So, 8. Hurry it up. Thank you. Flax seeds. So I'm using the quick plant thing, where you can say it says quick plant and then you press G. Which honestly I need to put on a different key because like a mouse key or something. But you can't choose, I don't think, what plant that is. So it's just like whatever seed it wants it to be. And I feel like it always starts with flax. So if you have flax and sage or any other thing, it's like, okay, well, flax is first. Okay, yeah, this thing is chooching. We're getting a potion every time. Like it's hardly ever like waiting for stuff, which is great. So that'll keep up pretty easily. You know, and like we can make this more compact too, because like you can put these boxes on top of each other, and then you could, if you wanted to, you could put these guys over this whole thing and make it a whole new platform, right? It's just a little expensive for us right now. Like that's going to require a lot of nails, and as of right now, we don't have a whole lot of nails, but we do have a lot of space. So honestly, you could buy so many of these houses here, like even ones across the street, which is crazy. Like, we could buy, what's this, 10 grand? We could buy that house. We could buy this one over here. We could buy this plot of land for sale. We could probably buy this. Yeah, there's a sale sign there. Like, space is not an issue in this game. There's so much space. You could buy that house too. Like, if there's one thing that they got going on here, it's not a lack of space. You buy that one. Like I have this whole plot on my playthrough. What I think, I didn't want to do this on the last episode, but I'm thinking that maybe this one in between, I might just babysit these lines a little bit more. Like we need rock. To keep up our mortar production. I also actually need a stack of that rock. And now that this is here, we can take one of these conveyor lifts, switch it so the top is an input out, and when we click, we hold the rotate button to rotate the top. So when you click to build, you click and hold it, because with the conveyor lift and some items too, you can click and as long as you don't let go, you can change the height of it, and as long as you don't let go, you can rotate the top. I did not know that for the longest time. For so long, I was building whole contraptions around this stupid like 90-degree thing, and I'm like, well, like what if I want the output to be on the right or the left and the input to be there? Like, how do I rotate the top? And I didn't know that you couldn't just click and then hit rotate, and it keeps the bottom like that, and you can just rotate the top. Massive like for things, because like there's so many times it's like, I just want like lines of conveyor belts. Like, why do I gotta make all this, like, I don't know, weird kind of inversions and stuff like that, you know? So, anyways, huge for the channel. There's our 100. And there's our tier 4. We've unlocked red current seeds, the portal sigil, and automatic cashier, which we are going to go buy right now. So you buy it from over there. It's already pre-built. But then you come over here and it's an item in here that you can only put on one spot. So you put it there. And that's it. You don't got to do anything else. And the money goes in here. So we have 463. And so that can only hold 10 grand. So what you need to do is like probably build a table. In fact, I'm going to save myself some space here. And just do like a... Actually, wait. Let's build one of our big storage boxes. Oh, wait. Have we not done that quest yet? I don't think we've done it. Now we build our big storage box. This guy. Right? And then... there. And so 50 copper coins at a time, it'll go into here. And later on, there will be a... I don't got a babysitter anymore. I was like, fuck, I can't leave. There's people in the store. No, I can leave now. There is... I guess it's something I build in here. But there is a thing, this guy. Bank portal. Which you feed coins into there, and then you choose the denomination that you want to condense it into. So it can take all our copper coins and make them into silver. I'm not sure if I showed that off on the first one, because like I think I did on the first time I filmed this, but I lost my audio for it. So anyways, now we're good. Now we can hold whatever. What is that? 5 times 4 is 20. So that's 20,000 per thing. So 40, 60, 80. We can hold 80 grand of coins in here of copper, which will be fine. We're going to be burning through that. So now, literally the only thing, actually, now that we've done the potions thing, we can start selling them. So let's hook that up. And we'll watch this populate. Pew, pew, pew. Look how good they are. Oh my god, the game like just froze there for a split second. I was like, there's no way I just lost everything. I'm just gonna save it. I thought the game just crashed. Holy cow. Okay. So there it is. Ooh, light potions. Yes. Beautiful. Yes. Potions. Linen rope is really good. Healing potion is really good. Look. Yes. Oh, $600. Like another 600. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We've kind of made this a little bit nicer. And honestly, like once we get enough nails, we can just make this whole thing a path. I mean, we can walk over it actually. It's not that big of a deal. So we'll leave that alone. In fact, we can even bring these back down. Why not? In fact, we could. I wonder. No, because I need a hopper. I'd love to be able to hook the hopper. Wait, can the hopper go? Wait, hold on. Can we just fire stuff into here? Does this work like a hopper? Oh, what the I had no idea. Okay, that changes things. There's no way that you can just like throw stuff into John's, can you? No, okay. Okay, but since this is like a hopper, that's great. Okay, so we can have like a chest on the floor and have it fire it into there to keep iron going. So I can put like an iron chest back here and just have like catapults throw it over and throw it in. And then we're only keeping like 2 or 3 iron out in the wild instead of like a conveyor belt full of them. But Now that we have the next tier, we can get Crucible. And I'm going to end the episode here pretty soon. I don't know when, but I will. Because it's already gone on too long. But now that we have the Crucible, we can do a second furnace here. And I think that we have time to go through. So we will still need to feed one of these, right? But now we can make one of them charcoal. This might be too close for it. But maybe if we do it like this. And we take a line. I might be getting too compact with this. Might be getting too compact with this. Because we need, unfortunately, we can't just infinitely feed one of these. One of these has to be filled with planks, I think. I don't think that there's a way for us to, I keep going over there to help out customers. We need wood. You're almost out of flax. You have plenty of sage left. So we'll just go do another round of flax. Oh, about 10. Dang it. Didn't get it in time. It's okay. Flax grows fast, and it's not an emergency. Our sage is more important because it takes so long to grow for it to be ready for when we need it. I guess we could technically bring that down because we have plenty of space, but it's okay. Not a big deal. So basically what we need to do, and I think I could probably show you here. We need to make charcoal. Charcoal is done by putting planks in a crucible. A crucible can only go on top of a furnace. And from the charcoal, we can then put that into a grinder to make charcoal powder, which is cool. We can see our buff right there, which is at 52 power now, 52.8. Heat power, I don't know what the P stands for. But that is a better fuel for things. So I think what we can probably do is we probably got to move all this stuff. And we got to set up a furnace for crucible, right? First. Okay. And then we can bring that down, grind it, and then throw it into another furnace for iron. And let's say our iron furnace is here. Okay. We do that. Because then we can just use a little conveyor lift. Oop. Rotate that so it's there. Yep. I don't know what's going on there. I think it's probably because I was like facing it weird. Up, and then we rotate this. That was the wrong way. Now you rotate. There we go. And then these conveyor belts need to switch. Okay. And then this bad boy here needs grinders. Need nails. Because I want it to be the same level as that, so I might as well just build it out like that. Okay, so these are technically cheaper. Okay. And I think probably 2 grinders is going to be more than enough. I'd love to be able to get like 3 here maybe. I guess I could if I do them here on this line. And output, input. Right? Just like that. Okay, so each has their own grinder. And then this one hopefully is enough to feed that one, and maybe we can feed a second one. I'm not sure. So we're going to grab another one of these right here, right? And we're going to take some of this wood and feed it into the crucibles, right? So those guys need 22 planks a minute each. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. No, 2, 4, 6, 68 plank wood, which these guys only do 45. So each combined, they do 90. That's not bad. So that should be able to keep up, right? Inventory full. I forgot that I already bought wood for them earlier. Because we're backed up on a lot of this stuff except for small wooden gears, but that's okay. Because we kind of want it to be backed up a little bit, right? Because then we can take that excess and feed our system here. Which, how are you doing? Okay, so you have no iron in it, that's why. So you need to be cooking for this to be going. Okay, so how are we? 3. Okay, so it's like just balanced. Okay, we're a little ahead because we peaked 4 there for a second. So our current setup is only enough. Okay, there we go. I think that's what I was kind of waiting for to see. So we could combine these lines, right? And then we could just pull it from this one line there. Or we pull from the middle, that way this one still has priority going straight in there. Because we're going to need this charcoal dust for a whole bunch of stuff. I think we need it for mud or clay, sorry. Yeah, clay is 2 charcoal dust and 4 sand, which is ground up rocks. And our rocks are over here. So we could put in a couple of grinders here to make sand, bring that line down over there to make clay. And clay is not a good, so we don't need to stock that, but bricks are. And where are bricks? Right here. So that's a little whiles away, which is fine. Like we could do this and then we don't need to worry about that for a minute. Okay, so we're doing it. We're just one thing at a time. We gotta solve a problem at a time, right? Like our smelter here. Why don't we figure out how we're gonna get iron from over there to over here? What about you? Can you reach? You can reach. Okay, so we just got to get to you. Hopper, right? And then we just have another one of these guys. Like right here. Right? And then we just tell him to aim in there. And then we could buy like a couple of things of iron. And we don't need this large storage box. It's just these take up a slot each, right? So we could throw a couple in there. And it'll just throw them up onto here, which is great. And so that one's loaded and ready to go. And that's just where it's at. Which is fantastic. I love that. Ooh, potions. Okay, potions are still working. We need flax for them. Wood is still doing okay, or ropes, because we're kind of backed up on it, which I'm okay with. Okay, lots of sage. We're ready there. Truthfully, we could probably get another one of these. That's why I kind of left this area open to throw a second assembler here. But again, future stuff. You know, maybe we try to do our top-down thing that we wanted to do, that I wanted to do, that I'm bringing you guys along, whether you want to or not. Okay, so I need 6 flax, 8 sage. I bought 9. How are we doing on money? Look at that. Look at all that money, guys. I'm gonna do anything. Rocks. How are we doing on our mortar? Okay, yeah, we're catching up on mortars, which is great. Rope, it actually looks like we're going down a little bit, but I did take a stack of it. So maybe we're okay on that. Nails we're catching up on. Potions are rough. Potions are rough. But that's not bad. We're staying, we have stuff in stock. It's not, we don't need to get it any faster than that, I don't think, right now. So, okay. All right. I think I'm happy with this right now, guys. I think that this is where I'm going to end the episode. I'm probably going to let it ride for a little bit. I think what I'm probably going to do... In fact, you know what? Why don't we do it on camera? I was just going to go around and buy some property. Let's buy this. 10 grand, right? Easy. We have 15,000. I think I want the one behind our house first. I think I want this place next. Yeah, 6 grand. Okay. And then this one is how much? 8 grand. Okay, so they want us to go that way around. So we got 8, and then what was this, 15? Yeah. So we need 23 grand more before we buy out the whole lot, which is not going to be hard. And in fact, if I focus on a couple of these side missions, like that 5 silver is actually crazy. We do not have that much nails though. No. People are buying nails, man. Yeah, 270 is crazy. We could do this one. Because we should have, yeah, iron bars here. There's a quick 3 grand. 30 potions we can't really do. Yeah. So, yeah, our next thing is vitality potions, which that's going to take us a while to get to. Not a big deal. Bro, are you... He's just buying us out. He bought all the health potions. No wonder there is none. Damn. Okay. So, yeah, I think I might even close the store after this day and just try to build up some stock, just so we have building materials too, because we need a lot more nails. Like, that's for sure. We don't necessarily need the money right now. The money that we have right now can fuel our resources that we need for a while. So I'm not going to touch any of the automation or nothing. The only thing that's going to change between episodes, which I'm sorry if you just heard me burp, but you're welcome if you wanted to hear me burp. I'm just going to probably shut the store down for a little bit, let it build up some stock,
And that's about it. I don't know if I'll open the store or not at any point, because again, like, money is fine. Like, I don't need to get more of that right now. I think we just need stock, because we need nails. So I want enough nails and stuff to where we don't have to worry about it. And health potions would be kind of nice to be just fully stocked with some in the tank, which that does go down, because like I have a very similar setup in my current play through, and I always have green ones ready. So in fact, I was like overfilled on one of these boxes. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you guys like this, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you for the next one.